Folks, and we are back. This is Brian with Foxfire Armory, and September is Preparedness Month, so what better time to bring the channel back and start bringing you guys some new content. Today we have a mail call delivery that I just got, and I think you guys are really going to like this one. So with everything that's been happening with the fires in Hawaii, the forest fires we have in Canada, the West Coast, I think you guys are really going to like this one. It's been something that I've been looking at picking up for a long time. And granted, this is only for me right now. This stuff's not the cheapest in the world. And so just remember, one prep is better than no prep. And moving forward with your preps, you can always add to them. So without further ado, let's get into today's content. All right, folks, so I got this big old box on my lap right here for you guys. And let's just dig into it, all right? And we will go over everything that we ended up picking up here. So the first thing, and we'll pull this out of the bag here real quick, because we're going to be doing a little unboxing for you guys at the same time here. So the first thing here is a drop pouch, and we'll go over what this is technically for here shortly. So we're just going to put that off to the side for a second here. I'll hang that on my chair here. All right, so let's get into the primary piece right here. And as we go through this, I am going to just, for you guys, going to be putting links in the description to each individual piece here. So the first thing we have from Mira. So if you aren't kind of getting what I'm putting down here, this is a mask. It's a face mask, gas mask, whatever you want to call it. And this one in particular, I picked up for the simple fact that, you know, I never really thought about the gas mask type of deal or any of that. It was more for me seeing what happened in Hawaii with the fires. And one of these could have potentially saved hundreds of people's lives in helping them get out from where they were. And obviously you would want to get something like this for your entire family, but for me, to start off, because these are not the cheapest products in the world, one for me, just in case, forest fire, even though we don't get that many here in Wisconsin, house fire, whatever, this is just something that would be extremely beneficial to have around the house. And the nice thing about these, and I will always rep Mira because, man, they make some fantastic products. And if you're ever able to get out to a trade show to actually be able to sit and talk with some of the Mira people, get your hands on some of their products, they really are top-notch, top-of-the-line products. And they really are a fair price for what you're getting. And so this is the CM-6M, and this is the full shield face mask. And the reason I went with this one in particular, and why I'm bringing this one to you guys, is this one is kind of the full view face mask. And if you can see there, for me, this is something that's super important, is having that field of view and the ability to kind of see all your surroundings. As I'm not a firefighter, and if I'm looking for stuff around the house, I need to find kids, if there's a house fire, that kind of stuff, I want to be able to have that full view. And so we'll put that into the box. We'll open that up here in a minute. The other thing we got here are the, I always forget the number here, the VK-530, and these are your smoke filters, I guess, is what they are. Let me see if I can get this open here with my fingernail. And we will open one of these up for you guys to take a look at. Or we won't, actually, because they're actually sealed right now. So this is what they're going to come as. I didn't even realize these came sealed. But as it even says on the bag, do not use if the bag is not sealed. So this is going to be what you would take out, pop on the face mask. And we have two of these, so technically you could use one on either side, so two at a time, or one individually. And obviously, two is one is none in most cases. So having two of them is going to be very beneficial for myself as a prepper. So in any case, let's see if we can get this box open so we can kind of show you guys the face mask. Oh, before we get to that, that's what the drop pouch is for. So you can keep your mask in here with your filters ready to go. For me, for time being, I'm going to keep everything undone here. But It's a pretty well-made drop pouch. It has the Velcro fold over top along with the bungee here. You can bungee it nice and tight. And it is a very solid construction. It is very well made. It's got the leg straps, I'm assuming is what these are. And then obviously you can hook it up to a belt. For me, I will probably actually attach this to my backpack, like my go bag, and have this just kind of sitting on the outside, which is perfect because obviously if we did have some sort of forest fire or something, if I'm out, I want to be able to have that because my go bag kind of goes with me everywhere. All right, let me grab this here real quick and we're going to pop this open and we will kind of give you guys a quick little preview. Other than, obviously, these things can literally save your life. These things are great to have, right? For lots of reasons. The other piece that I really liked about this is this one actually comes with this. And for those that don't know what this is, it is just a canteen. But the very cool thing about this is it actually attaches to your face mask here. And the purpose of that is when you have the face mask on, to be able to stay hydrated, you would need to obviously take the face mask off otherwise. So being able to have the canteen attached on there is a really nice resource to be able to have. And they do a very good job of packaging these, so I apologize. Bear with me while I kind of take this apart here. So these are very cool. It's basically just a little mesh back with some straps. If you've ever done any kind of scuba diving, snorkeling, and worn a full face mask, this is essentially the same thing. So, as you can see here, we have our sides where you would attach the filters. This one is currently closed off. It has just a little plug, screw-in plug. This one's open on this end here. You can kind of see, and that's where you would screw it in. And like I said, this one's plugged. Kind of hard to see there on the screen. And then just here on the bottom, that is where you would attach the canteen to be able to drink from. And there's a straw inside the face mask. And I will see if I can get it on camera, but you know, sometimes it's hard to get some stuff here when it's kind of all put together. Let's see what we can do here. The lighting, unfortunately, is not the greatest. Let me try to unbuckle this a little bit here for you guys so you can kind of see what we're working with here. I'm going to try to just fold this stuff in and see if we can get the straw pop out. Okay, so what you have right here is just this little black straw right there. You can kind of see the tip. It is just a little black straw that sits in there, and that is what allows you to actually drink the water through the canteen. And this is a very, very solid piece of equipment, and me showing this on video really does not do this justice. Like I said, if you guys can get out to any of the trade shows, any of the prepping trade shows, any of the trade shows where Mira might be attending, you really got to get your hands on one of these. The quality is just phenomenal on these. And all you're going to do here is you're going to take this, you're going to put it up on over your head. It's obviously not adjusted for me right now. And it's going to just sit over your nose there. And you have your full face mask, right? And yeah. This has just been something that's been on my mind for a long time. Obviously, there's other channels out there that have been repping Mira for a long time. This has been one of those things that has been on my kind of bucket list to start getting. And obviously, I'm going to eventually pick one up for my wife. I will probably end up picking up one for the kids eventually. Obviously, having younger kids, it makes it a little bit more difficult to want to buy one of these because of the price tag. But they really are an invaluable resource to have. And with Maui fires, seeing what happened there, the devastation with everything that's been happening up in Canada, the stuff that's been happening here on the West Coast, out in California, along up through Washington, this really could be a lifesaver. You know, that is the fact. That's what this is. It's personal protection. And I really highly recommend this. And like I said, again, I will put links to these individual products if you want to learn a little bit more about them, if you want to learn a little bit more about Mira. But I really can't thank Mira enough for doing what they do for not only the prepper community, but just people who are, you know, looking to have that personal protection gear. And they make more than just this. They make different versions of it. But for those of you I know who are following my channel, we talk a lot about prepping stuff, and this really is going to be one of the best options for those of you who are the primary caretaker of your homestead, right? The full face mask, being able to kind of see everything around you, you get that 180 field of view. This really is the choice for you. Now, they do make ones that are cheaper and that are probably more geared towards your standard civilian, but any of you who are shooters, you're going to understand why this is such an important having that full face mask also. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to really try to kind of keep the cadence a little bit better. I know haven't had a video in quite some time outside of some shorts here and there. Just, you know, kind of hit that burnout phase, and between work and job changes and all that fun stuff, life, spending time with the kids, just got a little burnt out. But I promise I'm going to start putting some more content out for you guys. Things are kind of crazy out there. Inflation's getting out of hand, and we are going to start trying to cover all those topics. So without further ado, it's Brian with Foxfire Army. Until next time.